This is Brad from Angel Fire, and you're watching The Burst.
Whoa! Banktastic TV.
Hey guys, it's Brad. Episode 2 of The Burst. Thanks for everyone watching the first episode. We had quite a few views, so we're excited to keep on doing this. As you can see, we're in a little bit different location. We're actually in Angel Fire, New Mexico. Our consultancy, the Garland Group, we're actually doing a retreat this week out here, so we want to get you an episode anyway, so let's just go ahead and get into it. First off is an article submitted by Eric K. On a topic regarding Iron Mountain and their security breaches. Basically what happened is that there was a request by GE Money for a backup tape from Iron Mountain. Well, Iron Mountain, who is a data storage vendor, wasn't able to find the tape. And these tapes actually had something like 650,000 customers of JCPenney and 100 other retailers on this backup stuff. So that also included 150,000 Social Security numbers. So it's a lot of data. Now, what's interesting about this article is a couple of different things. One is that the Iron Mountain people actually didn't really see that they have anything at fault. They say, we don't really have any sort of evidence to suggest that any people's identity had been stolen. So, it's not really our fault. No one's really, used the tape for any harm. I don't necessarily believe that myself. I mean, they need to be accountable for their customers, and GE Money is actually allowing credit monitoring for all of their customers that have been affected by this. So, Iron Mountain obviously needs to step it up. Something also interesting about it is that Mark, our very own developer for Banktastic, was in an IHOP in Dallas, Texas, and saw a meeting of Iron Mountain employees come in, and this was a few days after this came out into the press, and they were talking about all of their different policies about how you don't need to share these sort of tapes. You need to make sure tapes get signed off, make sure that extra people aren't viewing the tapes that they should. So obviously it's a big deal internally to Iron Mountain, but they aren't externally to everyone else making it to be a big deal. So the second thing I wanted to talk about on The Burst today was about social engineering testing and why aren't financial institutions doing it. So social engineering, I like to call in short, is like human hacking. So this is where people do testing to try to obtain information via your employees. What's interesting is that we do a lot of security related stuff, and from like the data perspective, if we're doing penetration tests or vulnerability assessments, we generally find it's pretty clean. But as soon as we start doing social engineering type of things, calling people and trying to get their passwords, people are more often than not willing to give that out because they're trying to be as upfront and personal in that customer service that all the employees are trying to be as possible. So banks, credit unions out there, we really need to get you guys to start doing these testing more because your people are your biggest fault, not necessarily your system. So that's all we really wanted to cover today. We still got some more to do on the retreat out here, but thanks for watching episode 2 of The Burst, and we'll see you guys later. Tell me that you could hear